Good morning. Happy Monday. It is May 3rd. We are 3 days into May, and this is my weekly one card pull for the week of May 1st through May 9th. Sunday is Mother's Day. I believe Mercury is now in Gemini, so this is a good time for communications, travel, everything related to the internet, media, marketing, networking, all that good stuff. I'm planning on doing some networking tonight myself because I'm having an event for my business, Hope and Cookies. Make sure you check out my website, www.hopeandcookies.com. We have some wonderful self-care items. I am also a Reiki level 2 practitioner, and I do distance Reiki, and I have some self-care items that are handmade using wonderful ingredients. And I have some delicious cookies because I love to bake, and cookies are my favorite dessert. And they're just the fastest, most delicious way to get a lot of variety and just wonderfulness in a dessert. Anyway, I'm just going to do a quick shuffle. And I'm still using my Crow Tarot because I'm getting to know this deck and I like it a lot. So this is the Crow Tarot that I'm using. And let's pull the cards. So I'm doing a shuffle. You see me shuffling. At the bottom of the deck, before I even started shuffling, was the Ten of Wands, which is in the traditional tarot about having a lot of burdens. I know for me, I have a to-do list today, this week, getting ready for my event. So that's probably the energy for the collective. We all kind of have a lot of stuff to do, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens. So my advice is to make a list. My advice is to stick to your list and to technical difficulties. I'm not going to edit that off screen because that's life. And sometimes that's the whole point. When you're doing so much, you have a little tumble, you have a little snafu, but you just keep it moving. And that's what we're going to do. So anyway, all right, let's see. The card for today is the King of Swords. Great energy for this week. Great energy. Can you see it? The King of Swords. The King of Swords in the traditional tarot. The King of Swords, period. A king is mature. It's mature energy. You know, the pages, the knights, it's younger energy. The king is someone who has mastered, and swords represent your thoughts, logic. So the King of Swords energy is about being logical, being mature, looking at the facts, cutting through the bullshit, keeping things where it needs to be in terms of staying focused, goal-oriented, and very logical, very fact-based, very thought-driven, thinking things through, looking at details, the nuts and bolts of things. What am I missing? Coming up with a plan, coming up with a strategy. The King of Swords also pulls no punches about the truth. They are, the energy is all about the truth. Clean, straight up, like it or not, it's the truth. Whether you want to deal with it or not, this is the week to focus on that. This is the week to not lie to yourself, not play games, cut through all the nonsense, be logical, remove the emotion. Sometimes you don't need the emotion. We're emotional, but learn to separate your emotion from the facts. Like, okay, this may upset me, my ego's triggered, but at the same time, let me look at the facts. Let me look at, boom, this is the logic. This is what is basically it is. This is my ego. This is this, whatever, this is a childhood trauma issue. This is a poverty thinking, whatever it is you're dealing with or struggling with, see it for what it is this week. Okay. That's the advice from the Crow Tarot this week to think about. Now, I also pulled out my Daily Guidance from Your Angels deck, which is one I've had for a long time. And Underneath the bottom is energy work, which is about Reiki, healing, things of that nature. Cleaning up your energy or working with an energy worker like myself. I'm a Reiki practitioner, so you can hit me up. Also, or you can go find a local Reiki practitioner, someone who will do a Reiki healing, a distant healing. There's a lot of practitioners that, healing is not always just about taking vitamins and working out and drinking water and eating right. You have to clean your energy from the inside, because what is inside will manifest. If you're doing all those things on the outside, but you're not doing it on the inside, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's just surface. It's just on the surface. You have to dig deeper. And that's what energy work is. So I'm just going to do a quick shuffle of this deck as well to see what advice the angels have for us this week. So angels, spirit, guides, Michael protect our reading. Please provide us some advice for this week of May 1st through May 9th. Time to go. Time to go. The advice is the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. So the angels are just reminding us that whatever new beginnings we are working on, we can trust in the magic of new beginnings and know that our angels are with us. We all have our own angels assigned to us, and they are with us through these new beginnings and these new cycles. So whatever new cycle is beginning for you, know that your angels are with you, and know when it's time to go. Know when it's time to leave the relationship, the friendship, the job, the party, the dinner, whatever it is. Know when it's time to go. When it's time to go. Know when it's time to leave. Don't overstay your welcome, okay? And like, again, that's where the King of Swords may come in too, because that's when you can trust your intellect to tell you no lies, no excuses, no emotional attachment. You can't stay just based on emotional attachment. I've learned that in the past, and I'm thinking of myself. Show me where it's time for me to go. Don't let me hold on if I don't need to. If I don't need to hold on, then I got to go, baby. Whatever it is, because I already have faith that I already know everything's going to work out. And maturity is when you've gone through some things. Now, I've been through a lot. So I already know. I've been through it so much that I already know that things will work out. When it first happened, you may be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But, sit down, be logical. Let your angels work with you. Pray, write, whatever you do for your own spiritual practice. Connect with spirit and know that you are never alone. No matter where your path is leading you or wherever you're saying goodbye or closing a chapter to, that the new beginning has magic in it. So I'm just going to do a little grounding. I love the smell of dragon's blood. I always ground with dragon's blood incense. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of dragon's blood energy to have a wonderful week. Trust in your courage. Trust in your strength. Know that spirit is not with you. Spirit is always with you. Don't ever think that you are alone and that you don't and are not supported, because you are. And know that wherever your path is leading you is where you're supposed to be. There's something to teach you in that. There's lessons to be learned. And take the time to not just go with the motions. Try to dig deeper and use your intellect, your brain, not just your heart. It is important to be heart-led. It is important to follow your heart. But you also have intelligence. You have intelligence, you have intellect, and use that also to make decisions so that you are making decisions that are well thought out. You think of the details of everything that needs to be done. And don't ever feel alone, because even if there are people in your life who may not understand you, even if there are people who you feel like you can't talk to, spirit is there. Your guardian angels are there. Your ancestors are there. and they are with you every step of the way. Trust in that. Trust in the new beginnings that may be coming in for you. And know that no matter what happens, tell yourself that it's going to be okay. Okay? So that's the advice for this week. Sending you lots of love and blessings. Some beautiful dragon's blood energy for grounding. Ashe. Have a wonderful week.